Hi, Project Explore parents and students. Thank you so much for visiting this video. The purpose of this recording is to help you navigate the application process for the 9 flows that are available to Project Explore students for this summer of 2021. So the first thing that I invite you to do is to be able to go to whatever your favorite web browser is and type in discoverus.org. That will take you to our awesome website. From our homepage, you'll be able to see that there are a couple of tabs up there. If you go to the student and school resources, if you hover over it, you will see the scroll down that it's listed as HISD Project Explore as an option. So click on that and it'll take you to our awesome HISD's Project Explore and Discover You page. Here in this picture, just to give you a little bit of background, this is actually the group of trekkers that I took to Cottonwood Gulch on the summer of 2019. So this is we woke up bright and early that morning and we summited Mount Taylor to watch the sunrise. It was very cold up there. So on this page, you'll be able to see a little bit of the history and the background that we have with our partnership with Project Explore. If you click right here, it will take you to where the valuable information is. I know that you're all here to learn about the programs that are available to the Project Explore students and then how to access those programs. So on this main page, you'll be able to see our Project Explore timeline all the way from rollout to the summer and actually getting to go on the flow program. So really briefly, the application consists of 3 parts. The online application, along with that includes the short answer essays, and then the 2 forms. Those 2 forms that are very important are the Discover You Liability Waiver and the Parent Commitment Form. I will go over those forms. You'll be able to find them all here. If you click on Forms, you'll be able to see that they are listed in English and in Spanish. All of them, whenever you click on them, you'll actually be taken to a PDF pop-up. You can read through them, and then at the very bottom of it, at the very end, the last page is the Discover You Liability Waiver. There are a couple of ways that you can submit this. You can submit it online. You can save this document, fill it out, and upload it online to the application, or you can print it and submit it to your Project Explorer advisor, who will then give it to me. Or you can actually request the form from your Project Explorer advisor to take home and sign by your parents, and then return it to your Project Explorer advisor, who will again get it back to me. The same thing with the parent commitment form. This is a parent saying that they understand that their child has selected 2 flows to participate in, and that whichever flow they get connected to, the student commits to being able to have their child participate in the flow. And then our student responses. This is in the case that you guys are not able to see or have access to completing the online portion of the application, because it does contain a short answer portion that is part of the application process. We do have it also available in a printable form. All right, so let's go back to our flow flyers. So down here, you will be able to see a nice organized view of our flow flyers. We have 9 flows happening this summer for Project Explore students. We have 3 virtual options. We have 3 local in-person options, meaning that for these students will have to be present on site for these flows. And then we have 3 flows that require travel, whether it's the regional at 4-H camp at Lake Brownwood, Texas. That's about a 4.5 to 5 hour drive from here, or whether it is domestic travel to Albuquerque for Cottonwood Gulch, or to Washington, D.C. for Close-Up. All of the flows have what we call a flow flyer available on them. So if you hover over any of these flows or any of these flyers, you'll be able to see that there is a printable flyer option and there's also a find out more. So before we find out more, let's click on the printable flyer. You'll see that what comes up is just an enlarged version of the image that you saw. So every flyer will have the title of the flow that you are looking at. It will have a short information section. You'll see the application deadline, which for all of the flows is the same, and that's March 31st. And then you will see program details. In this flyer, you'll be able to find the dates that the flow is taking place, the location, any travel requirements, or any special notes that you need to take into consideration when thinking about what flow you want to participate in. Now let's find out more. So when you click on Find Out More, it'll give you a pop-up and it will take you to our YouTube page. In this YouTube page, you will be linked to a video about that flow that you're interested in. It'll be a short 3 to 4 minute video. The videos are in Spanish and English. So it'll go through in Spanish and English first, and then there will be a Spanish version for it as well. So in the video, you'll get all the information from the flyer plus a little bit more details, and then also review the application process. So a flyer and a video is available for every single flow that's on here. Okay. All right, so let's say I reviewed my flows. I think I know what I want to participate in. Now what do I do? So we are encouraging students to select 2 flows that they are interested in. I know you guys are probably interested in more than 2, but we have to limit them to 2. So we want to make sure that you're selecting 2 flows that you will not be heartbroken if you don't get into your first one. So make sure that both flows that you're interested in are flows that you would be so equally excited to be able to get into. Okay? So you saw me go over here and click on the application, and it automatically opened a new window, and it took me right to the application. This is a very easy and user-friendly app. So you go here, you start filling in all your information. You go all the way through, and you'll notice that it's very easy to follow. Every section only gives you like a single response, so it does not feel overwhelming. And one more thing is that if you're in the middle of your application and you have to walk away from it for some reason, you can actually come back to it. As long as you're using the same computer and the same browser, it will cache and remember you, so you'll be able to pick up where you left off. Okay? So you'll see here that there's a section that says, why are you interested in participating in such and such flow? So we do ask that you write at least one paragraph about why you're interested in participating that, and that's how we will be basing our selection process. So remember how I talked about the 2 forms that must be submitted in order to have your application be considered complete? This is where those go. If you are tech savvy and you know how to be able to print that or save that liability waiver and sign it and save it back onto your computer or your device, then awesome, this is where it goes. You go to choose your file, or if you have it open, you can drag your file into here and it'll upload it for you. The same thing, the parent commitment forms that are available, you can click and drag them here. Okay? Once you're done submitting those 2 things, then you click submit and the online portion of the application is done. Again, if you are not able to submit those forms and upload them into the application online, it's perfectly fine. Just make sure that you get the paper copy from your Project Explorer advisor and signed and completed and have them send it to me. Okay? Now, again, the application deadline is March 31st, which is just around the corner. So I do encourage you to get those applications in, browse through these, make an informed decision with your parent, with your Project Explorer Advisor and find out which 2 programs you would be super excited to participate in. Okay? Parents, I can be reached at this information right here at this right over here. Here's my email. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Abby Mullah. I'm the Discover You Flow Success Manager. I can be reached via email at abigail@discoverus.org or by phone 346-327-7520. My line is not text friendly, so if you do send a text, I will not be able to get back to you. So I do encourage email or a phone call. Okay? So I really hope that this was able to answer some of your questions. I really hope that you are encouraged to apply to some of these flows. And I so look forward to meeting you and talking with you and helping you navigate this whole process. If you were to have any questions, contact me. And I look forward to an awesome summer. Thank you guys. See you soon.